My name is Elizabeth Carter, and I live in Portland, Oregon. I'm 50 years old, a woman who's seen life's ups and downs, divorce, heartbreak, and the bittersweet quiet of an empty house. But nothing prepared me for what happened that one strange weekend. My best friend and longtime roommate, Karen, had to fly to Seattle for a conference. She asked if her son, Landon, could stay at our place for 2 nights. He was 25, newly graduated, and in the process of moving to a new job in California. I had seen him grow up, but we were never particularly close. To me, he was just Karen's boy, sweet, respectful, quiet. Friday night came. Landon showed up late with a small duffel bag slung over his shoulder and tired eyes. He looked different. Taller than I remembered, with a jawline more defined, a confidence I hadn't seen before. We exchanged hugs and laughed awkwardly over how much time had passed. "Long trip?" I asked. He chuckled. "Yeah, traffic was brutal, but it's nice to be here again." We had dinner, lasagna, wine, and a little music. Conversation flowed easier than expected. Landon shared stories from college, his dreams about starting his career in San Francisco, and even opened up about a recent breakup that still hurt him deeply. As the night got cooler, we moved to the fireplace. I brought out a second bottle of red, and we continued talking. I didn't realize how late it was until the clock chimed 2 a.m. "You should sleep," I said. "You can take the guest room upstairs." But he didn't move right away. He looked at me seriously and said, "Can I be honest with you, Elizabeth?" Something about the tone in his voice made me sit straighter. "Of course. I've always admired you. You're strong, beautiful, and I don't know, there's just something about you. Even when I was younger, I felt it." I blinked, unsure whether to laugh or scold him. "Landon, I'm old enough to be your—" "Don't," he interrupted softly. "You're not old. You're just real. And right now, I feel like I'm sitting with someone who actually sees me." His words were honest, raw. My heart beat faster, not out of romance, but out of confusion. I didn't know what to say. The air between us grew quiet. Finally, I stood up. "You should get some sleep." He nodded, slowly. "Good night, Elizabeth." I didn't sleep that night. I kept thinking about what he said. Not because it flattered me, but because it awakened a part of me I thought was long gone, the feeling of being seen, of being valued. The next day, we behaved normally. Made breakfast, went for a walk through the neighborhood park, laughed over old memories. But something had shifted. I could feel it in his glances, the way his hand lingered when he passed me something. That evening it rained. Heavy, soft rain. We sat by the window, wrapped in a blanket, sipping cocoa. The silence wasn't uncomfortable, it was tender. "You've always been alone, haven't you?" he asked quietly. I nodded. "After my divorce, yes. It's easier. But is it happier?" I looked at him. For a moment, I didn't see Karen's son. I saw a man with a deep heart and honest eyes. I placed a hand over his gently and smiled. Sometimes being alone feels safe, but not always fulfilling. There was a long pause. Then he said, "I think some people come into our lives not to stay, but to change us." The words pierced me like a whisper from fate. The last morning, Landon left Sunday morning. He hugged me tighter than usual. There was nothing improper between us. No lines crossed. But there was something real, a silent understanding, a moment shared between two lonely souls. As I watched him drive away, I found a folded note on the kitchen counter. "Under for Elizabeth. Thank you for seeing me, not just as Karen's son, but as someone who needed comfort, direction, and kindness. You reminded me of what connection feels like. I hope one day someone sees you the way you saw me. With love and honesty. Yours, Landon Underar." 3 months later, the twist. Life returned to normal, until one morning Karen knocked on my bedroom door. "You won't believe what Landon told me," she said. My heart froze. "What?" "He met someone in California. Says she reminded him of a woman who changed the way he looked at life. Someone older, wiser. I think he's talking about you, Liz." I didn't say anything. I just smiled gently.